It's us.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Katie Reactions. Today, man, we got how the feds caught Lil Durk. Now, I've seen him on TikTok a few times, and he usually seems like he knows what he's talking about. So I'ma trust him for the most part. Y'all let me know in the comments if he got anything wrong. If you know, I'm pretty sure the only people who really know is Durk and the feds.
Lil Durk had a problem. Lock in for this one. Now, for those of you that don't know, Lil Durk was just arrested by the feds for somebody, but more specifically, hiring someone to do it, which is bad. Because now there's no way to say, oh, it was an accident. No, you planned and organized this whole thing. Everyone's getting life. Now, I want you to take a look at this young man back here. As many of you know, this is King Von. This whole story starts with him. King Von and Lil Durk go way back.
King
like,
Von.
the boys grew up together in the same neighborhood. Now, King Von gets by none other than Quando Rondo's friend. Quando Rondo's a rapper from Georgia, but he had some problems with King Von. We're not going to get into that story, though. King Von catches Quando Rondo outside of a club. Now, as you're probably aware, King Von's about that action. So as soon as he sees Quando Rondo, listen closely, King go to jail. They waste Quando Rondo's friends. Basically, anything goes. Anywhere else in America, they tell you, if you could run away, you should run away. Down in the South, they say, let them things fly. So Quando Rondo's friend gets out of their car and lets some things fly at King Von. And well, King Von passes, the courts go, we have any police.
We know about this.
Know his location at all times. Now let's take a trip over to Chicago. Lil Durk wins 2 keys of the city. He's doing great things for the community. But meanwhile, all over the internet, you hear people saying, slide for Von, slide for Von. Meaning get revenge for King Von. But Lil Durk was coming out with songs saying, yo man, I'm changed, bro. Leave the streets behind. Police were like, that's a stand-up guy. But then there were other songs saying, maybe I got revenge, maybe I didn't. I just wouldn't tell you. Police were like, what? And here's where it starts to get really wicked.
Okay, here's Los Angeles, California.
Quando Rondo takes a trip. Lil Durk is there. But they don't interact. They're both popular rappers. You know, Lil Durk doing interviews. Quando Rondo's driving down a very rich neighborhood. Specifically, the Beverly Center. Rich, has a lot of tourists and all that. Police do not want anything bad to happen here. But well, this is where Quando Rondo gets at. Police basically teleport to the location. Quando Rondo's okay. The people who at him, gone. But his best friend. So now it's on. Federal agents step in. Now let's dive a little bit deeper into the story. Remember when I told you Quando Rondo was at the Beverly Center? Well, I lied to you. He was across.
That's how you know them niggas must have really wanted him gone, bro. If he's saying that police do not want nothing bad to happen around here, and there's a lot of police, either Durk's homeboys didn't know this was a hot area, or they just didn't give a fuck and they just want that nigga that bad.
Across the street at a gas station. That's when he got at. Gas station? Oh, they just checked the cameras. They see the people do it, but they had ski masks on. Police are like, remember everything I told you in the story. Police are like, Quando's people, King Von. King Von's people is Lil Durk. Where was Lil Durk? The feds find out he was in Los Angeles. They say, cool. Did he have anybody else with him? They find out like 5 other people associated with Lil Durk were in Los Angeles. So then they do the same thing the feds and police always do. To get to the king, you gotta go through the other pieces. And how you get to the other pieces is simple. Wait till someone messes up. Same thing that happened to Young Thug. Police be like, hey, something crazy happened out in LA. We kind of think it was you, so we just finna give you 70 years, no biggie. The person be like, police be like, snitch. Just tell. We know you know Young Thug and them. Just tell us. In Lil Durk's case, we know you know Lil Durk and them. And well, the person must have turned into Beyonce, because Lil Durk and a bunch of people get arrested. Lil Durk said, how y'all know? Police say, you know, going through the ponds type, but the police are not there yet. So let's dive into the story a little deeper. Are you keeping up with the story so far? Lil Durk and his people arrested. One person is assumed to be saying. That being said, let me tell you what the feds know.
So they're saying that it was the nigga Jam who snitched on him. There was like a video, like he was acting like real weird, like as if he had a wire on, and he was just like, and to me it looked like he was just not acting normal, but I guess Durk didn't really pick up on it or whatever. So
the whole time I want you to think, could they have figured this out on their own? That's why you always hear in rap songs, we got the paperwork, we know you a snitch. Okay, right off the bat, Lil Durk's name is not listed in the court documents. Now I know what you're thinking. Wait, wasn't he arrested? Well, he was arrested. But since in the United States you're innocent until proven guilty, you're called a co-conspirator if you're part of a group that did something wrong. But a lot of times it's so obvious who you are that it doesn't matter if they put your name or not. That's how this article is able to basically guess all the people who might have conspired with Donald Trump. So documents will say something like, well, this is what they actually said. After King Von got Co-conspirator 1, who owns a record label in Chicago and was really close to King Von, offered to pay to have Quando Rondo. That being said, from this point on, there's other co-conspirators in this story. So we're gonna make up our own names. Co-conspirator 1 is now Durk. Okay, now let's get really wicked. After Durk offered to pay someone the Quando Rondo, someone said, yes, I'll take that job. Durk says, you got the job. Boom, now we have our conspiracy.
Damn, niggas getting employed like that?
Now it's on. It's quite literally like hiring somebody to paint your house. You go through a contractor. Then that contractor hires all the people, gets all the equipment. Then they say, is this good? Then you say yes. And that's who the police want. How do you get to those people? Well, just go ask the painters. Now, there's something I forgot to tell you. That contractor that we keep talking about that Durk hired, yeah, his name is in the documents. That means he's cooked. Remember what I just told you. Durk can't be named innocent until proven guilty. What that mean for somebody that they actually named?
Wait, so Durk went through somebody else to get some niggas to okay.
Name. So what do we have so far? Durk, we're not saying it's him. I don't know. For sure hired Jeff. We are saying it's him. We know. Then Jeff hired John and Joe. We know it was them too. But then there's another guy. Another guy that Jeff hired. We know it was him, but we're not going to tell you his name. And that's when the questions start getting asked. Hold on. FBI said all of the contractors' names except one. Would saying his name put his life in danger? Well, let me tell you the rest of the story and you tell me. So Durk gets a call. Ring, ring. Quando Rondo's in LA.
So the one who they're not saying is the one who snitched, obviously, I guess.
So Durk said, I guess I'm taking a trip. Jeff said, get your people, John, Joe, and we'll call him Painter. Painter, meet me in LA. Jeff said, you got it. John, Joe, Painter, attention. They said, sir, how are we going to get to LA? Jeff said, I don't know.
This nigga got a funny way of explaining things, bro.
Durk, how are we going to get to LA? Durk said, I'll pay for your flight. But then Durk realizes if they all fly to LA, that would be stupid. So he tells them, y'all go to San Diego, I'll go to LA. San Diego's the city right next to LA. You just drive up to LA. So Durk calls his flight booker, who's also important to the story and is also unnamed. Durk says, flight booker, fly these guys over to San Diego, but don't put their real names. That would be stupid. Flight booker says, sir, that would be stupid. Hangs up. What did he just say? I don't know. Hey, Jeff, John, Joe, Painter, give me your real names and your ID so I can book your flight. Flight booker uses all their real names and identity, then uses Lil Durk's companies, the actual Lil Durk's company.
Oh, so the text messages that they got off Durk's phone were from his flight booker? Okay.
Card. So Lil Durk could save some money on his taxes, of course. Flight guy then texts Durk, says, Durk, just to let you know, they've arrived. You hear their name. They've arrived. Durk said, oh, he's stupid. Ring, ring. He gets a call. He says, hello. They said, hey, Durk, this is your bank. We just wanted to confirm some purchases for flights and a rental car, a white Infinity. It's all under your very traceable company card. Durk says, yes, confirmed. I want to save money on my taxes. Yes, all the purchases, including the rental car, were made under Lil Durk's company's name. The FBI probably said, you can't make this up. So Jeff, Joe, John, and Painter arrive in Los Angeles in a white Infinity, and they follow Quando Rondo. Again, to that gas station. There's cameras everywhere in Los Angeles. They pull up. Quando Rondo's friend was outside. You know the rest. Jeff, Joe, John, Painter then head over to get some food, and they discuss how Durk is going to pay them. They fly back over to Chicago. They came from Chicago, by the way, where Durk is from, and Durk pays them. Now, there's so much more detail given by the feds that people think, okay, somebody must have been wearing a wire. Well, most likely not, because as soon as the FBI hears someone's about to get, they need to step in. Now, there's a little more to this whole thing. So let's just assume Durk pays them all their money. The FBI figures the whole thing out, but then they need to prove it. So they look for the weakest link. They call him in and say, boy, come on. He says, what? The FBI says, your name is on the flight and the rental. He says, what? Let me see. Oh, that's me. Y'all trying to hear me sing? And then he gives everyone up so he can get less time. Hold on. The courts are going to be like, well, how do we know he's not lying? So the feds have to corroborate, confirm the story. So they might double check with the flight person. Did Jeff, Joe, John, and Painter take a flight? Flight booker might be like, no. So the feds would be like, okay, cool. You going to jail too. Somebody. So flight booker might tell them everything they need to know. Now, there was like 2 other names that they didn't name. Who told Durk that Quando Rondo was going to be in LA? Oh, yeah, they got that guy too. He said, I did. I told him. So now you're a jury and you hear all this information. They're going to be like, But there's another catch. All of the people that gave all this information need to say it again in court, because if they don't, then the feds could have technically made all this up. So now
Wait,
you can understand why they
because they're saying oh, I forgot his name, but he be on the No Jumper podcast a lot. They're saying that Quando checked in with him, and then well, this is what Whack 100 said. He said Quando checked in with him, and then he told Durk where Quando was, and then Durk sent the dudes over to go, get at Quando. And that's what Wax says happened. But nobody really knows besides, the niggas who did it. But yeah, man.
block out these people's names for their protection. So to make a long story short, it's not looking very good for Durk.
Oh shit. Alright, yeah, bro. That's how the feds caught Lil Durk, bro. Free Durk. I don't think. Well, I mean, actually, it's looking like he did do it. But they saying that he's facing life in jail if he gets convicted of this. So I don't think he should go for life. I think they just need to, set aside their differences. One body got dropped on each side. It's even. It's done. Leave it at that. But yeah, man. Y'all let me know what else you want to see me react to. It don't got to be music or anything like this. It could be funny. Just let me know down below in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, give me the 500 subs ASAP. But until next time, it's your boy Katie Reacts, and I'm gone.